Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Thoughts, Feelings, Emotions presents TBO, which everyone knows stands for Totally Bangers Oranges. Anyway,
what is wrong with you?
On today's many things. On today's episode, we're going through a bunch of movies that are coming out and seeing if we can pick the one that's going to make the $1 billion first. And in case people don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, basically, we haven't had a movie that's made $1 billion in a long time. And with COVID, movies that should make billions won't make billions. So I thought it was fun to see if we could pick the movie that would make $1 billion first. So basically, I got a bunch of movies from 2021 to 2022, and we're just going to go through them and see if we think they'd make $1 billion.
Fair enough.
And then the most likely one that we think we're going to put at the end, put our bets on which one do we think is going to make $1 billion first.
Do we win money from doing this?
We can put a bet on if you want.
I'm not a gambling man, but I want to win money. I still want to win money.
How much do you want to bet? You can set it. You can set the parameters.
The removal of my slap.
Oh, okay. For background, we have a slap bet going on between me and a bunch of other mates, and Dan has one free slap on me at any point in time, and so do a bunch of others. So that is some justification for Dan, and let's say if Dan picks the right one, he can get 2 slaps on me.
Makes sense to me.
Cool. So let's start with Cruella,
Ooh.
coming out May 28th, 2021.
It's already out.
By the way, some of these dates might, so basically some of these dates might be wrong because, I quickly looked through all of these, and so take these with a grain of salt. Most of the dates have moved around. Some of these dates might move again. But as of now, these are the ones that I found, and these are the ones that I'm using. So, fun fact, I've watched this movie.
Have you watched it? Is it good?
Yeah. It's alright. It's, of all the Disney ones, it's the best live-action remake. Well, no, it's not a remake, really, because it's not telling the story of the Dalmatian. I've not watched Maleficent.
I like Maleficent. That's alright.
This one's a lot of fun. Emma Stone's really good.
Yeah, it does look good. I like the trailer.
Yeah. No, I'd say if you want to pay 20 quid to Disney on Disney Plus, watch it. If you don't, wait like 6 months and it'll be out then, or wait 2 months or whatever, and it'll be out for free.
That is what I'm
doing
planning.
with Rare and the Last Dragon. That's what I'm doing with Rare and the Last Dragon. I went and saw it for free because I pay for a monthly cinema thing and they've started charging me again, so I'm using up my things to get it for.
Is Cruella not in cinema?
No, this one won't make $1 billion.
There's no chance. I don't know how it would ever make $1 billion.
It would have made $1 billion probably in the pre-pandemic.
I don't think it would have. I think it'd be short. I think it'd be about 100 million.
No, I think word of mouth, because it's good, and The Lion King made $1 billion.
Yeah, but Lion King is bigger than Dalmatians.
But this is better than
that. But it's the Lion King sells by being the Lion King.
True. I do like this movie a hell of a lot more. Out of all the ones I've seen of the live action remakes and retellings of stories and stuff, that is the best one I've seen. Granted, I've only seen a few of them, and I haven't watched like the Maleficents and the Cinderellas and the Jungle Books. I've watched The Lion King. I honestly forgot Disney released. No, I've watched the others, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. And I was just thinking back to the fact that there's a Lady and the Tramp remake that's live action.
Is there?
And I have. Yeah, and it released on Disney Plus, as Disney Plus launched, and I've completely forgotten of its existence until this very moment.
I didn't know it existed.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there was a Disney live-action remake of The Lady and the Tramp, and I was just like, wow. Anyway, so Cruella, not going to make $1 billion, at least in my opinion. Might, maybe, could, who knows? It's the first movie back there everyone's going to see. The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It.
No, because I don't know what it is.
It's the scary movie about the devil. You know, the ghosts. It's part of the shitty franchise of The Conjuring.
No, I don't know that one.
It's a horror movie, Dan, that's about ghosts and devils, and it's got the bad guy from Aquaman as the main lead.
The bad guy? Which bad guy?
Patrick, the blonde fish
man. Oh, that one.
The bad. Not the side.
Yeah,
bad.
I don't think it's making $1 billion.
Oh, really? What?
Has any horror movie ever made $1 billion?
No. I don't know. Probably not. A Quiet Place 2, also a horror movie, but a very good horror movie sequel.
Once again, I don't think a horror movie has ever made $1 billion, and I don't expect it to.
Nope.
It's a very niche market, horror movies.
Yeah. Nobody. The John Wick, but with the guy from Better Call Saul. I can't remember the
When's it come out?
9th of June 2021.
No. I think it maybe has potential.
What, a John Wick, seeing as John Wick's never made $1 billion?
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen John Wick, so I couldn't tell you.
You can watch John Wick 3 on Netflix.
I don't know if
the others are on there. I'm sure I've watched all of them. They're okay. It's an overhyped franchise. The action's good, the story's terrible.
Oh, nah, I'll give it a miss then. I like my story. Nah, it's not making a billion. I
Yeah.
don't think. I don't see a reason why it would.
The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, 16th of June 2021.
I think it'll make about 700 mil.
I don't even think. I don't
Actually,
know.
it
The
will.
last one's really good though. I really enjoyed the
Once
first
again,
one.
it's a release date.
This one looks
COVID's
fun.
going to make a big impact. I don't.
See, this is my point. There's a lot of movies that are very good, but the release date's too far into COVID and people are going to be
It
skeptical.
also depends on the Indian variant that's going around at the minute.
Indeed. Whether or not cinemas will close again. Whether or not the world will shut. Who knows?
Let's hope it doesn't.
So, yeah, probably not.
No, don't see it.
In the Heights on 18th of June 2021. So this has the guy who wrote Hamilton writing the script, and then it's about, I don't know, I watched the trailer like when I watched Cruella and it looked bad, but it's a musical.
Do musicals tend to make over $1 billion? What did Greatest Showman make?
No, like 800 million.
And
That's the most successful one, probably. Maybe Mamma Mia.
not
They
Les
didn't
Mis.
make $1 billion.
Les Mis more popular.
No, Les Mis was terrible.
How was it?
I don't think Les Mis made that much. But I think the Greatest Showman made way more in terms of profit. Les Mis wasn't that well reviewed.
Oh, wow.
441 million worldwide. And
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Greatest Showman made a lot more than that. A lot of people like Greatest Showman. Never seen it.
435 billion. Million.
Oh, they're both like 400.
Billion would have been. Yeah.
Well, musicals...
Le Miserable did make it by about 6 million.
yeah, I thought Les Mis was highest grossing anyway.
I've not watched either, and I don't intend
No, I
to.
mean neither. I'm not a musical kind of guy. Although, from the clip of Les Mis I do know and what I know about it is that every line is sung, which seems stupid.
Live. They did it live, and they didn't. It's the same dude who did Cats as well.
Oh, right.
Directed it.
It's Cats, every line sung as well.
And he made and Cats was sung live as well. And they didn't use CGI suits; they used like body tracking. So that's why all the bodies look so
Your
weird and
favorite
distorted.
movie ever?
That movie I watched out of sheer curiosity, and it has scarred me. So the next one is Fast 9.
Ooh.
The ninth of the Fast and the Furiouses has made $1 billion before with the 7th movie.
Yeah, but
Didn't make $1 billion with the 8th movie. I think it made
the 7th was a special
No, it didn't make
case.
7 was the death of Paul Walker in the last one of Paul
Which
Walker.
I'm pretty sure is the only reason it made $1 billion.
But people do love this franchise, and they are potentially going to space.
Yeah, but it's stupid.
And John Cena.
It still seems stupid.
Everyone loves.
I feel like it's going to be awful.
Yes, but that is the franchise. That is the franchise, Dan. Terrible, dumb action that everyone seems to enjoy, myself included.
I've only ever seen a couple of F films.
After 4, they get good. The first 4 are okay.
Funny enough, the only
but
4 I've
everyone
seen
has like
is the
soft
first 4.
Yeah, 5's the best one. Then after 5, and that is pretty good. Like there are some highlights in the first 4, but after 5 it gets good, and then it takes ups and downs. But I think this one could have made $1 billion
Maybe.
because it's part of a trilogy that they're doing. So it's Fast 9, Fast 10, and Fast 11, and those will be the last of the Fast and Furiouses.
It's about time.
And then they'll probably do a bunch of spin-offs. Well, no, they're going to do a bunch of spin-offs. They already did Hobbs and Shaw. They'll probably do Dom Toretto, the prequel, whatever, or something. Baby Toretto. There's a baby in it now. Spoilers.
Oh,
I won't
massive
tell you which
spoiler.
one.
Oh, no.
There.
It's not like I,
From
remember the characters.
One
names.
baby to another, Dan. The Boss Baby. Family Business. Coming out 2nd of July. The sequel to The Boss
Didn't they
Baby.
make a TV show out of this?
Probably. But they've made a movie, and it's the Boss Baby all grown up. I don't know if that's the premise of the first one. Never watched it. But he's now got a daughter, or one of them's got a daughter, and it's a Boss Baby sequel, baby.
Oh, well, no, the first Boss Baby was like a baby that was like a businessman.
Yes. And now the baby, the baby, the Boss Baby is the boss of the Boss Baby. I don't know. I didn't really watch the trailer that much. I just saw Boss Baby, and I was like, they're making a sequel to this? This will make $1 billion.
No, it won't.
Everyone loves the
It's
Boss
not
Baby.
going to make $1 billion. Imagine if it did. We'd be wrong.
Oh, I'd love it if it did. Man, that would be funny. Also coming out on July 2nd, 2021, The Forever Purge, part of the Purge franchise. Dan.
I don't
that
like Purge.
franchise that was really promising, and then they kind of just made it really boring and shit.
No. Once again, it's a horror film.
I liked the idea. One day of the year, you get to kill or murder or do anything. Yeah, but that's the thing. No one does like bank heists or anything. Everyone just kills. There's no like.
Is there people who are like me who just
debauchery.
wouldn't want to do anything?
Probably there are people like that. They get killed
Oh.
though.
I want to go. I would die in the Purge.
I think the premise of the first one is a family who doesn't want to partake in it, and then some people break into their house and try and murder them.
Oh, why are they trying to
I
murder
think
them?
that's the I don't know. It's legal.
So what?
You don't get. Also, it's the stupidest premise because basically you build up this hatred of the person for the entire year, and then you go and murder them in the next year. So you just have to. You get a whole year of being like, oh, what if I piss off someone, and then they can just come and kill me in a year, like in a couple months. Like you'd be terrified. You accidentally scratch someone's car and they glare at you, and then they just fucking hunt you down next year when the Purge starts. Be terrifying, bro. Dan, here's one that could have made $1 billion very easily if pandemic didn't hit. Black Widow.
I don't think it would.
July 2020. I think.
I don't think it would. I think there's enough people. Did Captain Marvel make $1 billion?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it would have.
Yeah.
I thought Captain Marvel didn't.
Captain Marvel made $1 billion. Spider-Man Far From Home made $1 billion. Endgame made $1 billion. All movies that came out after, like, it would have taken the height off,
That's very
with
true.
everything else. I think Black Widow's a fan favorite character, so I think they would have. I think she would have made $1 billion because everyone's.
I think out of all these said so far, this will make the most money.
So far,
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like anyway.
Considering its release window and it's releasing on Disney Plus at the same time.
Well, yeah, but Disney Plus
Does
still
that-
counts towards box office, does it not, or does it not?
I don't know if they'll count it because I don't know. I don't know how because they don't disclose their numbers for like streaming platforms.
Maybe,
so I
but
don't know. I think it's a rough estimate based on subscriber numbers. And then based on the amount of views that it gets based on that. But you're paying for less, so the value of the subscription counts less towards the box office because it's unless they see an uptake.
Well, £20
in
Premier
subscribers.
Access, so it's different like Black Widow, isn't it? So
Yes.
it's not
But
exactly
you're also,
Disney Plus so much.
but you have to have Disney Plus, and if they see an increase of subscribers because of that, because that's how it tends to work, is you get an increase of subscribers. That's how they track it.
Yeah.
Basically. So they see an increase of subscribers, and then they base it off of that. But we'll find out. I imagine it would do pretty well.
I would rather go see it in cinema than watch it.
I'm going to go see
But
it.
you get free.
Probably. Comes out like...
Well,
no, because I won't be at work, and I go to the cinema at work, and that's where I get my one for free. The one in my hometown isn't free. Because it's not but it's not a Cineworld. It's an Empire.
Would you not go to your work to get it free?
I'm not driving 40 minutes to work to go to a cinema.
I definitely
I would
would.
just pay. I'll just pay for it. I'm happy.
Also, my closest cinema is like half an hour away anyway. So
Yeah, mine's 10 minutes.
well, lucky you.
Well, 20 minutes walking. 10 minutes car.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make $1 billion because of the pandemic.
Yeah. Sad though.
Yeah.
I would have liked that one. Cinderella, Amazon Cinderella with Camila Bino, whatever her name
Cabello.
is. I think so.
She's playing Cinderella.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not a Disney one. It's a Amazon one because Cinderella's under public domain. I think.
Maybe it's
You
MGM.
can't do it. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. This one just popped up and I was like, "There's a Cinderella movie," and then I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing."
It's very interesting about all these older films, like who owns them.
Yeah, it was meant to come out in February.
I
I don't think this will make anything because it's releasing on Amazon Prime.
Oh, that's true. That's
For
true. It's
free.
not making anything, is it?
Nope. Dan, Hotel Transylvania,
Oh, God.
Transformania, 23rd
I
of
want this one to
July.
make negative profit. I want them to give people to the studio should
What
give
did
people money to watch it.
Ooh, I'd do that.
So would I, but I'm not
What
paying
the
anything to
first-
watch it. I don't want to watch it for free. It looks awful. There's no way that
What are the
film
last
making
one?
$1 billion.
$528.6 million was the last one.
That was stupid as well. That should make that much money. It was an awful film.
The first one made $358.4 million, and the second one made $474.8 million. So these have made a consistently $100 million more each time. Roughly.
Yeah, and I think the first one's still the best one.
I've not watched any of them, and I will never.
Don't. No, awful.
But yeah, I reckon could potentially make 600 million, but not $1 billion.
If that film makes $1 billion, I've lost faith in humanity.
Imagine if that's the one. I missed one by accident because I don't want to watch it. Space Jam: A New Legacy, 16th of July,
way.
2021. Releasing on HBO Max and in cinemas.
Do you know what? It might actually make money.
I think
'Cause people
horny
love the
people
first
who
one.
are going to complain about Lola Bunny are going to go watch it just to complain about Lola Bunny and still jack off to it. Because those people are sad enough to do that anyway. But yeah, that movie looks fucking terrible. I'll watch it if it ever releases for free. I'm not paying for it.
Very true. Very true. I probably won't watch it ever.
I've rewatched the first one like last year, and it's not great, that movie. It's not bad, but it's the Looney Tunes are the best bit. Everything else is just trash.
Yeah, it's not making a billion.
No. Jungle Cruise, Dan. Do you know what Jungle Cruise is?
I do not. Please elaborate.
It's a Disney ride turned into a movie, and it stars The Rock and Emily Blunt.
Well, it worked with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. I think this is their attempt, but it's more like a leisure cruise from the trailer that I watched ages ago.
It's a leisure cruise.
So they're driving through the jungle on a cruise ship, hence the name, and it's Emily Blunt and The Rock, and they're having a grand old time.
That sounds awful.
I don't know. Yes, but it's got the Disney brand behind it, and it's got The Rock, everyone's favorite person in the world, who I don't like.
I don't think I make a million.
Nah. Suicide Squad, Dan, comes out in August 2021.
What date?
Could 6th.
Ooh.
Early August.
I feel like late August has a better chance. It all depends how good the film is.
How good word of mouth is, because the first Suicide Squad made the most money out of most DC films until everyone realized that it's shit and everyone stopped going.
Yeah, I think that's the only problem, isn't it? Is people gonna?
It is James Gunn.
It is James Gunn, but people are idiots. They don't know about directors really.
True.
They just say, "Oh, this is like the first one. It's awful."
Yeah. This one's got the in front
that's the only
of it
difference.
rather than Suicide Squad.
But the thing is, it's really easy to take a franchise.
I
think it would struggle. There is
Everyone,
potential, but I think it would struggle.
do you think DC fans will tank it because they're not giving them the Snyderverse that they want, and they'll boycott it like they do every
there's
movie
rumors.
if
Apparently,
it's not
James
Snyder-
Gunn said he might still release the Aya cut.
They're not going to do that whilst they're releasing
Not
the
while, no,
Suicide
definitely
Squad.
not.
There's no way they're going to try and muddy the water even more by having, hey, look, you can watch this cut of a movie that you watched in 2016, and then you can watch this new version that basically retcons all of the stuff we did in that movie because we fucking sucked at making that movie.
Yeah.
Here's two Suicide Squads at the same time. If they do it, they won't do it for ages.
No. I might do eventually, but yeah, not very well.
I reckon this is the closest one that could make a billion.
I agree, but I don't think it will.
Although, the only movie of the DC universe that's made a billion is Aquaman and Joker.
It's amazing, isn't it? Aquaman was the first ever DC universe film.
No, it's the
Did Dark
first
Knight
DC
not make a
film.
billion?
Nope. It did eventually.
Oh, right, just not first release.
Not in cinemas.
Yeah, the most profitable DC film is Aquaman.
Everyone's butt of the joke, Aquaman.
Yeah. Somehow.
Speaking of butt of the jokes, Free Guy. That Ryan Reynolds movie where he is in a video game.
It looks bad and good at the same time.
I like the look of that movie, and I want to watch that movie. I love everything Ryan Reynolds is in.
But you get what I mean, though? It looks bad and good at the same time.
It looks like a better version of Ready Player One.
Yeah. I can see that.
I hope this movie makes a billion. Out of everything on this list, I probably want this one to make a billion.
I don't think it will. Franchises don't seem to make billions.
No, it's a brand new property. It was part of the Fox merger of Disney, and then Disney ain't going to be back in it, really, I don't imagine, because it's I think, R-rated.
It will still be under 20th century banner.
Yeah, it will still be under the 20th century Fox.
Because fun fact, Solar Opposites is now under 20th century production banner.
Fun, still not watched it. Need to, because you want to do a review on it.
Yeah, I finished it now.
Nice. Maybe I'll watch it at some stage. Speaking of things that I'll watch at some stage, maybe never, probably not. Paw Patrol the movie.
No.
Coming out 20th of August 2021.
No.
Kids movie,
No.
Dan. The power of Paw
Just
Patrol.
no.
The power of Paw Patrol.
No.
Dan, it's everywhere.
No.
Kids will force their parents to go watch this movie.
No.
And everyone knows kids' movies are profitable.
Yeah, definitely. No, they're not. Move on.
Okay, Candyman.
What?
It's a horror movie.
No. It's horrible.
The
Move
one
on.
with bees, I think. You know the bee guy?
Bee guy?
Yeah, the Candyman. You know the Candyman can. And there's a guy who is bees, I think.
Because the garbage
Am I
man
thinking of the wrong-
can.
Candyman 21. Yeah, it's the bee guy.
You keep saying bee girl like I'm supposed to know something.
Well, it's a guy who kills using bees, I think.
How am I supposed to know this?
Clicking on. In present day, a decade after the last of the Caribbean towers were torn down, Anthony and his partner move into a loft in the new a chance encounter with an old-timer exposes Anthony to a true story behind the Candyman. Anxious to use their Maracub details in the studio as a fresh grist of painting, he unknowingly opens a door to a complex past that unravels his own sanity and unleashes a terrifying wave of violence. That didn't clear up anything, Blurb.
It actually looks interesting to an extent.
Yeah, this is the B, man. It's the B movie, live action. Yes. No, it's not going to make $1 billion.
Nah.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I feel like it would have if it's getting released in China.
Yes. I mean, they would have made probably money. I think this one would make money if it had the backing of, like, the hype of the the Marvel Universe. But it's now dropped the hype because they basically went Endgame, Spider-Man, drop.
Yeah, but we saw it pick up really quickly with WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. That ramped up a lot.
True, but that was at home for free.
Yeah, but Loki's coming back up now.
True,
And
they're building it back up slowly.
Then after Loki,
I reckon
you got
there might
Black
be...
Widow straight away.
If Black Widow, yes, I'm saying if Black Widow does well, this is the one that I think has some of the greatest potential to do it. If Black Widow does it, which then invalidates it, basically.
However, it's not getting released in China. And this movie is meant to release in China.
Banking on going in China. They built it to go to China.
Yeah, that's, they thought, we can make some money with this if it goes to China. And then China government go, no. Because a character 20 years ago to do a Shang-Chi was racist.
Nice. And yet we still let Iron Man, which has... what was the one? I don't know. Iron Man 3. Has the Mandarin be a white guy rather than a Chinese guy. And they have Ben Kingsley, a white guy, playing the Mandarin, being a joke. I don't actually know if Ben Kingsley... Whatever.
Yeah.
Could have made $1 billion.
Yeah, I don't
Could have made
$1
billion.
I think for sure.
Dune.
Dune.
Big worm. Weird black suits with tubes. Big cast. Got a lot of people in it.
Oh.
Based on a book.
Is it a blockbuster?
Yes.
Oh.
It's one of the most artsy-pantsy fancy party films coming out. Because it's made by the director of, like, Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah. It's Big Worm. Big Worm movie.
Its budget was $165 million.
And it's part of a trilogy or a quadrilogy or a bunch of other movies that are this is meant to be the launch of a franchise because it's based on the books. And there was a previous movie that was terrible, but everyone likes to remember as nostalgic because it was terrible, but it was funny terrible. And now they're trying to make it serious, but the books are very well loved. So a lot of nerds who like books will go and watch this to see if it's true to the book, because this dude does very good adaptations of stuff.
So
it will flop.
It will flop
because every movie that dude does flops. They're incredibly well reviewed, but they flop. Blade Runner 2049 flopped. A bunch of his other previous films flopped.
Well, I just haven't seen it advertised, and apparently it came out last year. Well,
it was meant to. They kept pushing it back. Yeah, he did Arrival. He did Sicario. Did Blade Runner.
It's not got a massive budget though. I think it'll make a profit.
Yeah, but it's the one that all the fancy pants reviewers are looking forward to. So general audiences won't give a shit.
No,
reviewers will.
I might actually go see it.
So
it interests me. It's intrigued me.
It's got a lot of fucking famous people in it. So it's got Oscar Isaac, got Timothée Chalamet, the new Willy Wonka. It's got Dave Bautista, I think, at some points. It's got a bunch of famous people.
Jason Momoa, Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin.
Yep.
It's a massive cast.
Yes. It's got Zendaya.
Yeah, but I don't think it will make $1 billion though.
No, this will flop.
Well, I don't think it'll flop. I think it'll make a profit still.
It will flop. Every movie that dude makes flops.
Well, you think it's gonna be, you don't
he
think
makes incredible movies that everyone who watches them loves, but they flop because no one goes and watches them.
Yeah.
It is the track record of this director. He makes the best movies in the world, and they all flop because no one goes and watches them. So no, Dune won't make $1 billion, and if it does, I'll be heavily surprised. Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Ooh.
I reckon this could.
This definitely could. The first Venom was
Venom 1
popular.
made 800 million. Made over 800 million.
Oh.
This one's a sequel.
When's it come out?
September 17, 2021.
It all depends on COVID, this one. I think it definitely has. I think without COVID, it definitely would.
Yeah, without COVID, this has the chance.
Which is mad. When the critics hated Venom initially.
But everyone went and watched it.
It was like the most funniest, like...
It's the fucking greatest movie. That's so bad that it's good. I love that movie.
It's just like...
I reckon this... we'll get through the rest of them, and then we'll decide whether or not we think that one will be
My
our
favorite in a
billion.
minute is Venom.
We don't have to pick on the same one because we're doing a bet now, and we don't have to choose the same one. No Time to Die, Dan. James Bond's No Time to Die. 30th September 2021.
How much does Spectre do?
Not very well,
No.
because no one likes Spectre. This is the last of the Daniel Craig Bonds, though.
Skyfall did really well. But Skyfall was special. Mind you, this one's a special
I
one.
don't like Skyfall.
Huh?
I don't
Yeah,
like
it did really
Skyfall.
well, though.
Yeah, it did really well, but I don't like it. Everyone loves that movie because the song that Adele sung, and it's the in the sky. And
I
I'm
liked
just
it.
like, no, I
It was the
fucking
first ever
hate that
James
song.
Bond movie I watched.
No, the first one I ever watched was Casino Royale, the first Daniel Craig one.
I didn't like Quantum of Solace.
I didn't hate it. I watched them back to back, and I was just like, oh, this is like a continuation of the first movie. It's not as good as the first movie, but I don't hate it. Then I watched Skyfall, and I was just like, oh, this is
Yeah, I think most people
a thing.
disagree
And then I
with
watched
that one.
Spectre, and then it was like, oh, this is bad.
I think most people disagree with that one. A lot of people like Skyfall.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it, but I don't like Skyfall. I'm not a big I was gonna say Harry Potter fan. James Bond fan. I'm not a Harry Potter fan either, but James Bond.
Skyfall had 92% on critics and 86% on audience.
Yeah, I'm weird.
The only reason
yeah, I
I
don't.
think it might make $1 billion is because it's Bond 25.
It's the last,
No, it's
and it's the last of the Craigs.
that one, and it's a special film.
But Venom comes out before it.
I know, but if Venom doesn't,
I don't think people are that hyped for it, to be fair.
no, I kind of forgot about it.
'Cause-
For honest,
Well, this movie's been delayed like 17 times, and they keep bringing out new calendars that have longer dates going, hey, look, you can now watch... It's so funny. There's a fucking calendar
if
with
they
a
push
16th
the
month because they released it.
advertisement and actually advertise it, which they tend to do with James Bond films.
They did, though. They advertised it all, and then it got
Yeah,
delayed.
that's like, oh,
And then they have to now... You now have to wait 6 months before the movie releases, and then they'll start pumping up the hype train
Yeah.
again. Apparently, the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer is meant to release today. Or tomorrow.
oh, is it?
Or at
Ooh,
some
look forward
point.
to that.
It's meant to release some point this week.
Well, hopefully it'll be on.
Because everyone was speculating because it was Tom Holland's birthday, and everyone was like, oh, they're going to release it on his birthday, and then they didn't.
The internet being idiots.
So-
Yeah, I don't think it will.
No. Yeah, I don't know. That one's up in the air. Halloween Kills.
No,
A Halloween
definitely
movie.
not.
No. Horror movie. Not going to. Last Night in Soho.
it's technically
The
a
Edgar
horror,
Wright.
but
Technically, but it is Edgar Wright, and Edgar Wright does do good movies. But I don't think they perform that well at the box office to
No.
make billions. I don't reckon this one's going to do it. I really think this movie will get critically well received, do pretty good at the box office, but it won't make billions. Oh yeah, these are all in October, by the way.
yeah, I don't think it will.
Halloween.
Where's Martin Freeman trending? Why is Martin Freeman trending?
He got cancelled then, did you hear?
No.
Oh, shame. Anyway, moving on. Eternals! Another Marvel thing, because Martin Freeman's
I'm
in
looking
Marvel
forward
stuff.
to it. I know you're not,
But it
really.
won't make $1 billion. I'm not that fussed about it, to be honest. If it does Guardians of the Galaxy levels of entertainment, because it's like an unknown property and everyone...
That's why I'm interested in it,
loves the
because it's an
gun.
unknown property. It's not going to be like Guardians of the Galaxy, because Guardians of the Galaxy is good because of James Gunn.
It's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, it's a very special thing. This is going to be very different.
Yes. Oscar-winning director.
Oscar-winning director, Oscar-winning cast.
Very dull-looking movie.
Don't look dull. I'm pretty intrigued. I'm intrigued.
It looks nice, but it doesn't look that interesting.
But they haven't really explained the story.
No. I mean, yeah.
It all depends on the story.
I think there needs to... I'm going to go watch it regardless, and it's Marvel, so people will go and watch it, but I don't think this
Well,
one's
it's
going to
got
make
Kit
$1 billion.
Harington as the villain.
Who gives a shit?
Well, no, everyone liked him in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but people
Also,
still
he's not
like
the
characters
villain.
in Game
I think
of
the
Thrones.
character he's... I don't know. I don't think he's playing a bad guy either. I think the character in the comics is a good guy.
No, I'm pretty sure he's a villain.
I have no idea. I don't know who... I don't know. It's probably going to make 750 at most, but I don't think it's going to make $1 billion. Unless it's got really good reviews and really
Yeah, I
good
think
word
if
of mouth.
it's a good film.
I don't think it's gonna carry. I think Marvel might struggle to make $1 billion in the current.
He's Black Knight.
Which is a good guy in the comics, I think. But anyway, we'll move on to Ghostbusters Afterlife. That Ghostbusters
Oh,
movie
that
that isn't the women,
Oh no, you are
but
right.
it's got Paul
It
Rudd
is
in it,
superhero.
and the kids from Stranger Things.
Kids. No, it's gonna be awful. That's gonna be terrible.
The kids from Stranger Things and Paul Rudd, and it's got Marshmallow
It's
Men.
gonna be
that are like
so
little
bad.
But it's from the son of the person who wrote made the original Ghostbusters.
Okay, might be better.
Movies that the first one I tried to watch recently, I got like 10 minutes in and was really fucking
Yeah, I
bored.
know. I
was
tried
gonna
watching
watch
it. Everyone
something
loves this
else.
film, but I'm so bored.
And then I was gonna watch the female one, and I was like, no.
No, the problem with the
Just
female
no.
one is it's got the
Is all the characters are fucking annoying from the trailer that I watched?
yeah,
and
it's
they're,
also
like,
got
the most
the,
irritating characters.
the classic because they're women, they're powerful.
Ah, yes.
Which as you know,
Female
any good writing.
Apparently, Chris Hemsworth's really good in it though, so I want to watch it.
Oh yeah, he's
I
actually.
want to just go on YouTube and
Ow.
just watch the clips from YouTube of Chris Hemsworth bits because apparently he's really
Yeah.
good. Dan.
Yeah, go for it.
Top Gun Maverick. However many years after the first Top Gun, Tom Cruise flies a plane again against some AI, I think's the premise of the movie.
That sounds terrible.
But Dan, it's Top Gun.
True.
And it's the son of Maverick, because I think Maverick dies in that movie. I don't know. I've not watched it. And all I know about it is there's the homoerotic beach volleyball scene. Because that's the only thing people talk about from that movie.
I know a guy dies.
That's Maverick, I think.
Is it?
Either that, or I don't know which one Tom Cruise plays. I don't know if he plays Top Gun or Maverick.
Well, Tom Cruise
Or
didn't
if-
die, did he? It's just me, I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, because Tom Cruise is coming back for this one, so if he died, that'd be a hell of an explanation.
It's
It's
possible.
Val Kilmer who dies, I think. But what's his face from Fantastic Four? The Fantastic Four man plays his son.
Fantastic Four Man?
The shit for Fantis.
Oh, that
Fan
guy.
Four Stick.
I kind of forgot about that
him
film.
who plays
I'm trying to
Mr.
get rid of that film out of my memory. It is pretty bad.
But that guy plays the son of Maverick.
Yeah, it's not making a billion.
And Tom Cruise is... No. West Side Story.
Nah, once again, I don't see it happening. Musical, probably about 400 million.
This is December, though. December is a profitable year.
True.
Time of year. Because everyone goes and watches it at the holidays with the
There are
family.
better films.
Unless they go into lockdown at the end of the year.
Might actually happen.
Maybe. Imagine if they do, because the next one, Spider-Man No Way Home, could get fucked. 70%.
I think this one will make a billion.
The last of the Spider-Man did.
I think this will make a billion. There's so much hype for it.
And it's there's so many characters that are returned.
There's so much hype for this film. People will want to see this. Once again, it all depends if Disney Plus numbers count in and if there's a pandemic as well.
No, this one isn't releasing on Disney Plus.
Yet.
Only Black Widow is.
Yes.
Yeah, yet. Only Black Widow is currently confirmed to be the Marvel movie that is releasing on Disney Plus. Everything else is cinema only.
It all depends on COVID.
Yes.
However,
Isn't it funny, though, that the two of the things that we think might have the potential to make billions are Venom, a Spider-Man spin-off, and Spider-Man, a Spider-Man movie.
it is. It's just franchises. Like, there's a reason why not every film makes a billion.
Well,
Majority of them are franchises.
yeah. And, Titanic and Avatar, not
Yes,
franchises.
but each of those were
yet.
very unique.
Actually, no, they are. There's Titanic 2 and Titanic whatever. There is
That
a
is
Titanic
true,
2.
but they're not like well-known franchises.
And Avatar is making... We'll get to Avatar, because Avatar is on our list.
What year are we going to? 2022.
2022.
What point in
The
2022?
first of the Avatar sequels is 16th of December 2022.
We're going pretty far in there. It's going to be a long podcast episode if we're going that far.
We're at the end. There's only a couple left of the year. The King's Man. The Kingsman.
I think it could be good.
I don't think it
It
could.
could be good. But
It could be
I
good.
don't really think
It
it's
won't
going to make a billion. No.
I like the premise of it. It's a prequel to the Kingsman.
Yeah, I'm
and
intrigued. However,
I didn't like the last Kingsman movie.
the last Kingsman was awful.
I think it was fine. I just didn't like bits of it.
No, the
There
whole
was
story was
too much
stupid. They shouldn't
weird
have bring back Harry. That was the most stupidest thing they could have ever done. That set a whole bad
Unless
tone.
they explained it better, just put a big gel thing on his head.
Well, what do you? The guy was shot in the head. Like, there wasn't any way of explaining it better.
They could have make it look like he missed and he faked it, and he had put ketchup and squeezed a packet of ketchup behind his head to fake Samuel L. Jackson into thinking he was dead.
Now, just leave the
There's ways
guy
around
dead, right? Sometimes death is good in films. It gives meaning.
The Matrix 4,
No.
highly beloved but very disloved at the same
No.
time.
I actually
in
enjoyed the
terms
first
of
Matrix.
The other two, never watched them.
I actually really enjoyed the first Matrix.
Well, that's very cliche of you, Dan, because everyone loves the first Matrix.
I've not seen the second or third one.
You're not original. There's a third one
So
as
I've
well.
not seen the second or third one.
Oh, I thought you only said second.
Um,
I would have been surprised if you didn't think there was a third one because it's the Matrix 4. Yeah, never watched any of them, but I know this is a very loved franchise, and Keanu Reeves has the power to do anything at the moment.
I think it will make a profit.
and the nostalgia.
I don't see be making $1 billion.
It releases December 24th, 2021.
It's not making $1 billion. It's just not making $1 billion.
I'm really sad, though, because this was meant to release at the same time as John Wick 4. So it was meant to be Keanu Reeves versus Keanu Reeves, and then COVID hit and they delayed everything. So now all the release dates are fucked. So Keanu is no longer fighting Keanu for box office success. I reckon The Matrix would have won, but I would have probably gone and seen John Wick 4 over The Matrix 4, considering I've not watched any of The Matrixes. And I have watched all of the John Wick, so I'd be very confused.
A lot of people get confused with the Matrix films.
Well, yeah, they're very confusing.
It's not that bad. It's not bad as Tenet.
Also, only one of the directors is returning.
Ah.
So, one of the Wachowski sisters, not Wachowski brothers.
Right, so is that 2021 over and with now?
Yes, we're moving on to Morbius.
I forgot about that film.
21st of January.
I'm actually looking forward to it.
More Spider-Man spinners.
It won't make $1 billion. It won't make $1 billion.
Off the hype of Spider-Man. Could off of the hype of
Maybe,
Spider-Man.
but it won't make $1 billion.
No.
I'm looking forward to it, though. It looks interesting to me.
Yeah. Uncharted, the video game
it's gonna suck
movie
because
with Tom Holland.
Video game movies always suck. And sorry, Tom Holland. You can't save it.
And Mark Wahlberg without his mustache.
You just can't save it.
A guy who has a mustache. I think it might do all right. Tomb Raider did all right. Tomb Raiders are pretty good. If they do it just based on... I think they're doing a new original character story, though, so they're not basing it off any of the game. I mean, they're just taking the characters and putting them somewhere else.
That could be good. Also could be bad, depending on how they do it.
Yeah, they'll just rip off Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's not going to be good.
Uncharted is. It's a rip off of Indiana Jones.
I feel like it's going to be really bad.
Death on the Nile.
No idea. Definitely not, probably.
Do you know the murder mystery train one?
Oh, is it Agatha Christie?
With
Poirot.
Yes, this is the one on a boat.
Oh, the train one was okay.
Yeah, and then this is the one that's on a boat, and it's got Gal Gadot in it. That's the only one I remember who's in it. But it's got a big old cast.
Of course it does.
Like the first one.
Just like the first one. Nah, it's not making $1 billion.
No, Dan.
Yeah, go for it.
We've talked about DC. We've talked about Marvel. Let's talk about DC again. It's the Batman.
Ooh.
With Robert E. Pattinson, boy.
If the film's good, and if Suicide Squad's good.
Suicide's not good.
Oh, God. What have I just said? Oh, God. Oh, no.
Clip it, ladies and gentlemen. Clip it. Cancel.
Oh, I'm cancelled already. It's been nice doing our podcast. Okay, yeah, if the Suicide Squad's good and the Batman is good, it'll make $1 billion.
Yeah, I agree. It could. If the Joker can make $1 billion, the Batman that's set probably not in the same world.
No, it is.
Could
It is
make $1
supposed to
billion.
be rumored.
No, it's not. It's rumored, but it's not going to.
Is that confirmed?
They might have changed it. No, because they want to make a trilogy of it.
Why would it not be set in the same world as Joker?
Because it's an Elseworld and Joker's set in a different world. Because Joker's 2 is going to have its own Joker. I don't know. The DC is all over the place. They could retcon everything and make it, but they have said before that it's not a part of the Joker world.
Right.
But they could change that at any moment because of the success of Joker, and then they could tease it. But there's no current plans for it to be set in the same world. I think Joker is set in a different one.
I kind of hope that's true.
Dan, have you ever heard of Turning Red?
No.
It's a new Pixar film about a little girl who turns into a red panda.
That sounds terrible.
What do you mean? What do you mean it looks terrible? It's a little girl who turns into a big old giant red panda.
Doesn't really make sense. Why?
Why not? Pixar loves doing dumb shit and then making it adorable and lovable.
I mean, Cars film, fine, alright? It's just cars with people.
How do they fuck, Dan? How do they make new cars?
The exhaust pipe.
How does the other... What do they put in it? 2 exhaust pipes?
Yeah, just one exhaust pipe against the other exhaust pipe.
So they're asexual.
Yeah.
Good to know. I'm glad you've put effort into this. Into your day-to-day life that you've thought about how cars have sex in the Cars universe. Also, why are the flies cars, but why are there planes? Why aren't the flies just planes? Because the planes universe is set in the Cars universe. So why aren't the bugs and the birds planes? Why are they little cars with wings?
Because they didn't think that far ahead when they're making a first Cars film.
No, they didn't.
They weren't expecting this to be a massive franchise.
Also, why do the lorries have to have cars in them? Is that sex?
No, it's like a kangaroo who holds their Joey in their pouch.
Very good. Very good. You've passed the test that I didn't know was coming. Dan, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Ooh, straight away.
Yes, it'll make $1 billion.
March 25th, 2020.
There's way too much hype surrounding that film as well. Only way it's not is if the film's terrible. even if the film's going to be good, not great, it will still make $1 billion. There's just
I
just so
agree.
much hype.
But will something beat it before
Yes.
then? Maybe.
Well, maybe not.
Who knows?
But yeah.
6th of May, For Love and Thunder.
Yes.
Yep.
Definitely. Only thing that might hinder it is Taika Waititi being in trouble for doing nothing wrong.
No, because that all blew over, and they've wrapped filming on it, and Chris Hemsworth showed off his biceps, and everyone looks really horny.
Oh,
for it.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. John Wick 4, Dan. May 27,
No,
2022.
I don't think it will be making $1 billion.
No. Mission Impossible 7.
Ooh, I don't think it will, but
Very, very big
I
franchise,
like Mission Impossible.
and
And I like
everyone's
the last three.
everyone's loving the new ones.
The new ones are so good.
Everyone's loving. I've loved the new ones. The new ones
They
are great.
They're really good.
The only thing I really like Tom Cruise in at the moment, except American Made, which is a really good film.
I think the only other
He's a drug
Tom
smuggler.
Cruise film I like was Minority Report.
Never watched it.
It's when they can predict future crimes.
Oh, I've seen clips of that. Yeah, and he has the big screen and he wipes his hands and he just things. Yeah, I really like the last Mission Impossible movies, the last 3 at least. After 4,
Yeah, but
I've watched 5, 6, and
4, 5, 6.
yeah, 5 and 6. I haven't
I've
watched
seen
4. I've not watched anything before 4.
They just get better. 4,
before
5,
5.
and 6. They just progressively get better.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to 7.
Yeah, well, 7 and 8 is it's like a sequel. It's like a.
We don't know what crazy thing Tom Cruise is going to do to kill himself. Or not kill himself. What will he dangle out of this time?
It is weird how they just keep getting somehow they're gonna make Avengers gonna be space.
Remember when he broke his leg on that building trying to jump across it?
He's a nutter, you know.
And they kept that shot in the movie?
It's so funny, isn't it?
Lightyear, Dan. Do you know what Lightyear
not.
is? It's the Toy Story Buzz Lightyear spin-off about the creation of the Buzz Lightyear toy based on the character who they model Buzz Lightyear off of in the Toy Story universe.
It sounds terrible.
But it's Pixar.
I feel like people
So
are just
be
trying to
okay.
grasp hold of franchises as much as they can because they franchises make money.
Yes, this is Disney.
But they also
Dan.
don't realize this is how you kill franchises.
Yes, but it's Disney, and everyone
And the
loves
sad
Disney
fact
and
is,
will continue to pay for
One
Disney.
day Marvel will become this.
Marvel may have already become this. Who knows? We got to see how these movies turn out and all these TV
Nah,
shows.
they're all gonna do well. Let's be honest.
Yes. Disney has a stranglehold.
Well,
Jurassic World Dominion.
no.
The only other one apart from it in the top 10 of highest grossing movies that isn't Disney apart from Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah, but the only reason
Is
why
Jurassic
is because
World.
Jurassic Park was really popular.
Yes.
And it's the same reason why The Force Awakens did really well. Was because it was bringing back a beloved franchise. However, people don't actually like the new franchise.
Yes, but they're bringing back all the original cast, which gets the nostalgia bait for all the horny people who love nostalgia, and the original, and it's dinosaurs in the real world.
Which means dinosaurs in the real world.
And who doesn't? Well, it's dinosaurs in America rather than on an island.
Right.
It's just going to be... It's the threat that's been teased throughout every single one of these movies that they'll get released and go into the real world. Because a little girl felt bad for some dinosaurs getting gas, so she opened the door.
Oh, right.
That's the end of the last movie. Oh, and also she's a clone.
Yeah, of course. That
Of
makes
the-
perfect sense.
Of the rich billionaire's dead daughter who helped Hammond make dinosaurs.
Yeah, I don't think it will make $1 billion.
I reckon it could get close.
Maybe
I don't
close,
think it will
but
make $1 billion.
definitely not making $1 billion.
Do you know what will make $1 billion?
What will make
Dan?
$1 billion?
Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Oh, that's definitely making $1 billion. Defo.
The power of a minion.
The Minions is elite.
And also, it's The Rise of Gru, so he's getting a boner.
Okay, you have gone there.
Yes, I have gone there.
Brilliant.
Let's go into even a darker place. Black Panther 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's making $1 billion.
Yes.
There's no chance that's not making $1 billion.
Out of people's sheer curiosity and respect for the actor.
Yeah.
Fantastic Beasts 3.
Nah.
They fired Johnny Depp from it because of sexual harassment. No, violence against his wife, ex-wife, and her violence against him. But they haven't fired Amber Heard from the DC movies because equality.
Exactly.
Even though they're both as bad as each other.
Although I still wonder what's happening.
I
with Jack
could not
Sparrow.
give a shit about this franchise at all.
No. The first one's alright. I actually don't mind the first one. The second one's is really dumb, bad.
Yeah, I don't like Harry Potter that much. I've only watched the first 3 Harry Potters, a bit of the fourth one and the end
I think
one.
the third one's the best one.
Yes, I agree with that. But I haven't watched anything else apart from the first one, the second one, the third one, bits of the fourth one, and the last one. That is my interaction with Harry Potter. I got very confused when I was in the cinema and I was watching the last
You're like,
one.
what the hell is happening here?
I could follow through, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
Black Adam.
Nah, it's not.
The spin-off of Shazam. It's got The Rock in it. It's got a big old bunch of famous people in it. Everyone loves The Rock and jerks him off in the shower, and that's why he's so strong. Good chat.
I was waiting to see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Nah.
Why not? Nah. I mean, DC's surprised us in the past with villains and everything making the billions, and the dumb characters that no one gives a shit making the billions. I reckon The Rock's star power will probably power this up quite high. I don't know if it will make $1 billion, unless it's really well received and word of mouth is good.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do very well.
I mean, I just don't care.
Nah.
Shazam isn't that great a movie. It's dumb, it's terrible, but I love it.
Yeah, it might make $1 billion.
One I hope makes $1 billion. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2, October 27th.
How did the first one do?
No, October. Very well, surprisingly. Like it made quite a bit. Hang on, I'll find out. But I really fucking loved the first one.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is a good film. Fun,
It's
especially
like
for
the
anime.
best Spider-Man. Let's have a look-see at the box office. 375.5 million.
Nah.
But no. But that's because it was brand new. No one knew what it was, but it's been very well received, and everyone loves it after it came out. So I reckon the word of mouth from this franchise, after the success of Spider-Man in No Way Home, which is a multiverse movie, I reckon this one might do well.
I think it will do
I don't know
well,
if
but
it
will
will
make $1
make
billion.
I want it to make $1 billion. This movie, though, that franchise deserves $1 billion. If that movie is good, if that movie sucks, then fuck it.
I think it might make about 500 mil, but it won't make more than that, I don't think.
I reckon maybe make a bit more than that, but I don't think it will make $1 billion. Do you know what's never going to make $1 billion? But if it does make $1 billion, it will be the Aquaman of the DCU again, The Flash.
Do you know what? It's got the potential.
I don't want it to. Ezra Miller sucks.
It's not that bad.
He got cancelled recently for punching a woman in the face.
Did you deserve it?
No, she just walked up to him.
Well, he's a bad guy.
I think he was drunk.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah, but they still brought him back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about The Flash. I don't know. I'll be curious because they're potentially doing Flashpoint, and they're like, hey, look, we're going to reset the DCEU. We're going to just make it good movies that aren't associated with Zack Snyder. Go fuck yourself.
It might be good. Well, you have to wait and see.
Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah, it's going to make $1 billion.
First one made
It's gonna
$1
make $1
billion.
I feel like every Marvel film is
got-
going to make $1 billion after the pandemic until Marvel make a bad film.
And then, Dan, our last one, Avatar 2.
It will make. I don't know if it will.
The first one is the most
but it
highest
shouldn't be.
grossing movie of all time.
There's no logical reason behind, other than at the time it had excellent CGI.
3D glasses, which
and
cost
3D
more.
glasses as well.
And everyone wanted to watch a 3D movie.
And right now, it's just not going to make $1 billion.
And I have not watched that movie in 3D. I watched that movie in
It's just
2D
not a
in
very
the
good
cinema.
film.
No. But do you reckon it could make $1 billion again?
No.
Do you think anyone gives a shit about the
No,
movie that
it's
if
gonna
you
be a
ask
flop.
anyone the main character's name, they won't be able to tell you?
It's going to flop, and James Cameron.
Dan, what's the main character's name?
No idea, because I hate that film. I hate
But
it.
do
it's
you
pretty
have
boring.
any? Take a guess. Take a guess.
Dave.
Take a serious.
Jim.
Close. Jake
That's
Sully.
close enough.
Do you know why? Because I do that. I know that just so I can ask people. Do you know the main person's name of Avatar? A movie that is the highest grossing movie of all time. Name the main character. And no one I have ever asked that question to knows the main
But
character.
if you ask anyone what's the main character of Endgame,
They'll say either Captain America, Iron Man, Thanos, Spider-Man's, Captain Marvel's, Black Widow.
more well known.
Yes. I reckon it will make $1 billion. But I think it will just make $1 billion. It won't make
Maybe,
more.
but I don't see it happening. How many people
I
actually
reckon
like
Disney will
first
pump-
Avatar?
People will go out of it for sheer curiosity. Every other sequel will fail.
Yeah, it's just going to go down.
I reckon the second one will make the money and everything else will tank.
Yeah.
Because if it's not amazing, which it won't be, it will just go
So what film
and tank.
are you going for your $1 billion? I'm going for Venom.
I'm going Paw Patrol. No, I'm gonna say, I don't know. I think my choices are. It's very complicated. I know you're going Venom.
Because I've seen that trailer so many times. I if that film's good, I might even see it twice.
I'm going to go Spider-Man No Way Home.
It's a pretty safe bet.
I'm going late into the year. I don't know if I want to go further. Okay, do you want to do a risk one?
The risk one? Well, Venom is a risk one.
Yeah, so you pick... You sure? September.
Yeah, that risk for that reason. This is September.
No, I think September will be good.
My risk one would be the Suicide Squad.
Okay, that was my one. That was my risk one. Okay, so we got... You're going Venom. I'm going Spider-Man. And we'll say Suicide Squad is our surprise one that if we get it right, we both don't get... You get to keep your slap bet and I just get the other one redacted.
Yeah.
Okay, well there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have gone through most of the movies. If there was a movie that you want us to maybe have considered, we may have forgotten something. Maybe that 2022 won't even get a $1 billion movie. Maybe the pandemic will still be going on.
Probably will.
Maybe we'll be locked in our homes for the rest of our lives. But yeah, we'll see. We'll get back to it once all of these movies have come out, or once the first movie that makes $1 billion.
Thank you.
We'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
We'll see you then. Bye!